Johnson. I am so excited to share this with you because I totally missed this huge win. I'm going to cover 3 stories on this, but the biggest one, people, I'm so jacked up about. So Jeremy says I own 6 MyPillows. Good job. By the way, if you didn't see earlier today, Mike Lindell came on the show and offered what may be the craziest MyPillow deal of all time. Okay, and it's another one of these deals where a retailer had a big purchase order and they canceled it after Mike had ordered up all the sheets. And these are in his percale sheets. And I didn't even realize this, but in the percale sheets, he is using long staple Egyptian cotton, just like, it's long staple Egyptian cotton in the Giza sheets. That doesn't mean they're the same. The Giza sheets are heavier, but these are a lighter, airier sheet for summer. And so anyways, they're really good sheets. People, it's nuts. Here, let me just see. You can't use my promo code, though, for this. You have to actually go to the page. It's mypillow.com/lumberjack. Okay? So it's in the description down below, but you have to go to the actual landing page. This deal is so exclusive, you can't even use the promo code. You have to get to the page. But these right here, they're right in the middle there. Percale bed sheets. $26.98 for queens, $29.88 for kings. He still has some of the $9.50 slide sandals left. Those are running out. These sheets will be gone this week. I talked to the office. I actually called afterwards. I said, really, come on, tell me, how long are these going to be around? She said, Neil, they'll be gone this week. And you get free shipping on top of it and a free pillow with God All Things Are Possible travel pillow, the roll and go pillow. So go check it out, mypillow.com, but you got to use the /lumberjack to get that. There's no limit on how many sheets you can buy, but when they're gone, they're gone, okay? Again, it was just this goofy thing that happened again. But I got to get in the news because I'm so excited about this. Do you guys remember when I talked about the RNC lawyer, Charlie Spees? In fact, I even had, we talked about him while I was out in New Hampshire last time shooting for that documentary. And we had Corey Lewandowski on, and we talked about Charlie with him and everything, and all these election integrity efforts at the RNC. And then the lead counsel for elections was this guy, Charlie Spees. That's this guy. And do you know who he's friends with? It's not going to believe this. Mark freaking Elias. That's who was running the election unit as the attorney at the RNC. He was their chief counsel. This happened 2 weeks ago. I missed this. I was talking with George on the phone, and we were talking today. He's got he does reporting on Firebrand Media. But if you're not subscribed there, you got to. But anyways, he told me about this, and I looked at. This is wild. So this right out of NBC News. RNC lawyer Charlie Spees to step down just 2 months after taking the job. 2 months and he's out. People, that's because of people like you calling. I asked you all to call. Other people called. This is huge. Spees was pushed out according to a source familiar with the move. Republican National Committee Chief Counsel Charlie Spees is parting ways with the party apparatus just months after stepping into the role. He was pushed out, according to a source familiar with the move. Charlie approached RNC Chief of Staff Chris LaCivita and potential time commitment conflicts, and it was agreed that while we appreciate and value Charlie's expertise and professionalism, he cannot do the role full-time and still maintain the obligation to his law firm that he has spent years successfully building, said RNC spokesperson Daniel Alvarez in a statement to NBC News. People, this is so much bigger than that. This is, oh gosh. This guy was an anti-Trumper, Mark Elias' friend. What the hell was he doing as lead counsel at the RNC? This tells you just how bad they hate us. Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better. Spees did not immediately respond to a request for comment Saturday night. NBC News previously reported that Spees was hired in March to lead the committee's legal efforts amid the RNC leadership overhaul when former President Donald Trump endorsed Michael Whatley to helm the organization, effectively reshaping the committee in his image. Spees was previously described by a campaign official as the best at what he does, knows the FEC loopholes better than anyone, but a gun for hire. This is such a joke. Some campaign official describes him as this. BS, okay? What legal? Before, people, I had told you about Charlie Spees. How many of you had heard of him? Anybody? Just yes or no. You had heard of him, yes, or no, you had never heard of this guy. I'd never heard of him. I don't know any significant election cases that this guy was involved in. I don't know how he was saving us from Mark Elias and all the lawfare from the left. Not once did I know who this guy was. And then all of a sudden I find out that he's heading this up. And then he can't, people like, there was so much going on. There's so much inside baseball I can't tell you about because I was told this confidentially by attorneys within the RNC, people. It's absolutely nuts that this guy was there in the first place. He is no friend to election integrity. He's no friend to anything. But yet, he's this quote-unquote power broker who works behind the scenes and is buddies with Mark Elias. What? And he's going to head up? Oh, yeah, this makes perfect sense, people. However, Spees was not a fan of the former president. And listen to this. Here, I'll give you a little background on this guy. Yeah, the one that was working against Mike Lindell. Exactly, Suzanne. This is what we need. We need the chief counsel of the RNC to be the guy working against the real patriots on the ground who are actually getting things done. Exactly. See, nobody had heard of him. Rex hadn't heard of him either, Rex Arthur. I mean, I haven't seen anybody go, yeah, we've heard of Charlie Spees. We thought he was like an election integrity advocate from day one. We thought, man, this is our guy. Okay, listen to this. I'll give you his credentials. He previously worked for Florida Governor Ron DeSantis during the GOP primary. Again, you guys all know I was fine with Ron DeSantis running, whatever, okay? I'm not going to apologize for that. I think we should have a primary. But I think Ron probably should have dropped out sooner when he realized nothing was going to happen. That's a whole other discussion. But the bottom line is he obviously didn't like Trump. He was working against Trump, working for somebody else's campaign. The longtime Republican lawyer is known for expanding the use of super PACs after the landmark Citizens United decision. So this is actually his claim to fame, people. It's not knowing election law. It's actually funneling money through super PACs, which has done nothing good for politics. Okay, we have to use them at this point because the Democrats use them and so on. But super PACs are not good. Can we all just agree with that? Do you guys all understand that super PACs are not good for politics? All this money being injected into these races when you now have $2 million being dumped in by outside interest groups into Robin Voss's, as opposed to the effort to recall Robin Voss in Wisconsin, like we learned this morning from Mike Lindell when he was on. Okay. I heard this talk about Nikki Haley trying to sneak into the RNC convention, folks. Whatever, it's not going to work. Okay, but so we're going to go on here. Spees was also behind Right to Rise. That is the super PAC that Jeb Bush used during the 2016 cycle to raise a record-breaking $100 million in the months before formally announcing his candidacy. Spees filed a complaint in 2015 with the FEC against the Trump organization while in his super PAC role. This guy is just not the guy we want. Spees has also worked with Rep. John James, Michigan, and served in Mitt Romney's 2008 campaign. I mean, he's been involved with some winners. Jeb Bush, Mitt Romney. Boy, that's who we need leading the party, isn't it? Honestly. I mean, loser's going to go out losing. Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush. His wife, Lisa Spees, a well-known GOP fundraiser, has been working for the campaign heading up donor coalitions. Lisa was a fundraiser for DeSantis before joining the Trump campaign. So, it's weird because politics is this weird alliance. It's like fighting World War II with the Russians, okay? And I understand that you're going to have to make weird alliances, but there's no way that guy ever should have been heading up as chief counsel of the RNC, but he's gone, people. And it happened a couple weeks ago. I totally missed it. And so it's probably breaking news for us, maybe for you, because I had no idea that this had happened. But I'm going to give you an attorney that we really like at the RNC, Christina Bobb, who wrote the book Stealing Elections. And has been on this show a few times. You guys know Christina. She's great. One of Trump's attorneys. She was there the day that Mar-a-Lago was raided. Listen to this. Out of the Gateway Pundit. Disgusting. Media animals physically violate and harass Christina Bobb outside court following Democrat Party arrest on speech charges. Christina responds with fire. I've got the video. I'll show you that here. But listen to this. Christina Bobb, President Donald Trump's former attorney and head of the RNC's election integrity unit, was charged by Democrats with speech crimes in Arizona and arrested, arraigned, and booked in Phoenix on Tuesday. So you have to understand that her boss was Charlie because he was lead counsel, but she's trying to work in the election integrity unit. But listen to this. Here's what she was charged for. Did anybody catch this story about Christina Bobb? Yes or no? Listen, she was charged for speaking out against the election results of 2020. Something that is now apparently a crime if you are a member of the Republican Party or pro-Trump. Christina Bobb pleaded not guilty to all charges. Obviously, that's not a crime, speaking out against the election. A video was released on Wednesday of liberal reporters physically violating Christina and harassing her as she left the courtroom. Okay, I'm going to show you this video. Put this right here and hold on. It's kind of ghetto. I'm going to hold up the computer. Okay, I just went live off the phone today. So let me get it going here. Hold on a sec. Go back here.
Get out of Hey. Back off.
Just like you, I'm in a public place.
Look at
You're in
him.
a public place assaulting my client. Get out of the way.
Out of my
Oh,
face.
talking about assault. You don't want to be touched. Don't touch me.
Back up if you want a shot. You can have. I'm letting everybody take a shot. Back up. Get out of my face.
Christina, why do you think this was so far on the up and up? What do you think this was legitimate?
I'm sorry. I'm wearing a skirt. I'd appreciate it if you'd raise your camera.
Like, are you freaking kidding me? These people are dorks. They're just absolute dorks. I mean, so you can, first off, she's arrested on false, stupid charges. Then at the liberal media hounding her, getting in her face, trying to block her. She has a right to walk down the sidewalk. This is disgusting. It's disgusting. These people are disgusting. They disgust me. Anyways, do me a favor, smash that like if you just joined the stream, chat in with where you're from. Again, go check out the deals at mypillow.com/lumberjack. I'll get into the next story here, but I am so big on promoting this right now because if you guys want to get Christmas presents, best deal. Look at that deal right in the middle. Percale bed sheets for $26.98 or $29.98. Never before has it been offered that low. That's a huge deal. They've got a limited supply. They will be gone this week. Go over there, get as many as you want. Only 2 influencers, myself and Bannon, have that right now. But not only that, we still have the free pillow. You get this pillow with God, All Things Are Possible Roll and Go pillow for free and free shipping on orders over $75. It's nuts. There's never a better time to buy from My Pillow than right now. But you got to go mypillow.com/lumberjack, or the other option is you can call the 800 number, which is my preferred way. It's 800-568-2865. 800-568-2865. Go get yourself some of those sheets. Go check out all the deals over there right now. Okay, so check this out. I'll give you another piece of news. This is awesome. The Rhino Revolt is so bad this year. The Rhino Revolt, the uniparty establishment hack revolt, is so bad. Do you guys know who Eli Crane is out of Arizona? He was a freshman congressman. He's been kind of a firebrand in there. He kind of joins forces with Matt Gaetz and some of the others. Anyways, Eli Crane versus Jack Smith. No, not the Jack Smith you're thinking of. Inside the GOP civil war in Arizona's 2nd Congressional District. In Arizona's 2nd Congressional District, the rural area that spirals clockwise across northeastern Arizona, the GOP is at war with itself. On one side is incumbent Representative Eli Crane, Republican Arizona, the dark-haired, tattooed freshman member of Congress who waves through D.C. when he voted to oust Kevin McCarthy from the House's top leadership post. Now, I will say this much, Johnson doesn't seem to be a great upgrade, but Eli Crane was right in what he did there. And furthermore, what's really crazy about this is, you have to understand, the story I just told you about Spies is now gone from the RNC, Okay, this anti-Trumper. And now you have, just like what's going on in Washington, I've told you about with Jared Sessler. If you're in Washington, you got to support Jared Sessler out there. He's in Washington's 5th. Okay, now they've sent another rhino hack into that election to try and split the vote. Okay, but then we now have this guy being injected into this race late in the game to try and pilfer votes from Eli Crane. This is nuts. The Uniparty does not go quietly. They're almost like Democrats, right? I mean, they are just crazy. On the other side is Jack Smith, a former Yavapai County supervisor and appointee of former President Donald Trump. Smith is challenging Crane in the July 30th primary in an effort that McCarthy's allies are supporting financially. So McCarthy is supporting this. At issue are two visions of Republican governance. Smith says he would take a more traditional approach to the job and argues Crane and his hardline peers are undermining their own party. We don't need a more traditional loser Republican party. We don't need that. Do any of you want the loser Republican Party that toes the party line, that goes along and gets along instead of taking on the problems of the nation? Do any of you want that? Just answer in the chat here really quick. I just want to say yes or no. Because seriously, some people do want a return to what they call normalcy, and they call that the road to winning. Just getting people elected is winning, even if they vote for losing propositions, even when they don't advance your agenda. Is that really winning? Oh, wow, we picked up some seats, but we can't get a darn thing done because Paul Ryan won't even allow us to get rid of Obamacare. Do you remember this crap? And then there's like, oh, yes, but we need to go the more traditional route. And that's what this Smith guy is, okay? And these hardliners are undermining their own party. Crane, part of the increasingly aggressive flank that dismisses moderate Republicans as members of a uniparty, has cast Smith as an opportunist bankrolled by D.C. money. Still, under different political circumstances, both of the candidates have shifted their postures towards the Republican establishment in D.C. and Arizona Republic view found, okay? Political lawyers are like high school romances, said this one guy. They tend to not last very long. That may be true, but Eli Crane has proven himself on the battlefield. And you will always have to make these weird alliances. Nobody's making it out of the deal clean. But there is no way. Why are they putting in all of these people propped up? That's the same thing going on up there with Smiley. That's another McCarthy-supported person. So McCarthy, even though he quote-unquote retired, didn't really retire. See, because now what he's trying to do is control the party from the outside. That's his new game. That's McCarthy's game. It's his retribution. It's personal for him. It's not about saving the country. It's just personal. Okay? The search for someone to challenge Crane. Several politicians have been approached about running for the seat and so on. But unlike those, okay, so they tried to recruit Sheriff Mark Lamb. Yeah, they tried to buy off Sheriff Mark Lamb down there. You guys all know Sheriff Mark Lamb. He was running against Kerry Lake, and I have no problem with that. I mean, they're both seem solid, okay? Everybody has a right to run, okay? But listen to this. In a short conversation, Lamb said in an interview, I said, "Let me just stop you there," he recalled. "Unlike those folks in D.C., I'm loyal, and Eli Crane is my friend. So no, I won't run against Eli Crane." Lamb added he is interested in serving in Congress and didn't want to suspend his ongoing campaign for U.S. Senate. State Senator T.J. Shoup, Republican Coolidge, was also approached. He declined the offer. You know, he just said casual conversation. This is what the Uniparty is doing, okay? They are trying to take out our America First candidates, okay? I'm not going to read any more out of that one. I just wanted to let you, this is what's going on, and you've got to really pay attention, people. You've really got to pay attention because these people will say the right things, but that doesn't mean they're good. Hey, 983 of you on 625 likes. Everybody just smash the like really quick if you have it, and watch. We'll get over 1,000 people on this stream right now. But this is what's going on all over the Republican Party right now. The Uniparty, the establishment, is rising up against the America First, and they are fighting tooth and nail like Democrats. I mean, and they are fighting against mega Republicans harder than they ever fought against Democrats in the U.S. House. Do y'all get that? So we're not winning if we continue to elect these louses. It doesn't mean that there isn't purple districts where we're not going to be happy with the candidate at the end. Thank you so much. Look, we got over 1,000 people on. But it does mean that we can go out and support the right people. We can go out and do the right thing. And we can ask that our representatives do the right thing, okay? Don't ever feel that you need to be boxed in to voting for an establishment person. So again, I just wanted to get this news out quick. It's a big news. The Charlie Spees thing is huge, people. I hope you truly appreciate it. If you just jumped on the stream, you have to go back and listen from the beginning and go check out the deals at mypillow.com/lumberjack. Don't use the promo code. You got to go to the landing page. That deal in the middle is only available on the landing page. There's only 2 landing pages on the whole site with that deal. It's an exclusive deal. It was Mike Lindell was on the show this morning. A retailer had done a big PO and then canceled the order, so he's got all these extra sheets. So it's only $26.98 for a queen and $29.98 for a king. Those percale sheets are made with long staple Egyptian cotton. Okay, he gets the best cotton in the world. And also you get the free pillow added to your cart with any order. With God, all things are possible. This is the roll and go pillow. And if you order $75 or more, you get free shipping. This is the best deal you're going to see in a long time. So go over there and get yourself some of this stuff. This is when the pillow's rolled up. I love these. And then just watch this. Anyhow, the coffee is now available on the main site as well as the My Store site. But go get yourself some of that stuff. I mean, Mike has got some great deals going on. He was on the show, but if you didn't see the stream this morning, go check it out because he dropped some good stuff in there, all right? I love you all. Keep fighting the good fight. We're winning this one. Peace out.